Hey everybody, this is Kaboom, and today we're going to be looking at the newest update, the LEGO Fortnite Odyssey 33.3, and it all really has to do with this crafting bench and the newest upgrade to the quality of life that we have in this game, which is crafting things without having to get them out of your chest. I'm super excited about this. So they've added village chest crafting to the game. Right here you'll see up in the left hand side corner there are 0 chests connected. So what does this mean? Well, what that means is you can now connect your chest to your crafting bench, so you don't have to get things out of your storage area when crafting things from your bench. This is a huge W. Let me show you what that looks like. Also, before I do that, chests have been moved. I did have a small heart attack when I went to where I normally go and found this storage button and saw absolutely no chest. But then I looked down here in utilities and found my precious gem chest. So let's go ahead and put a couple of these down. Okay, so I put down 7 chests inside my village limit. Now I come over to my crafting bench and you'll see right here there are 7 chests connected to this. What that means is I can come over here to this chest. Let's go ahead and throw some cut sapphire in there. Then let's run down to this chest and throw some gold bars. And then let's go to this chest. I don't know. Let's throw some cut emeralds. And then down here, you get the sapphires. And oh, here we go. Let's cut amber. Now let's go back to our crafting bench. We click on our sword. We go to our sword. And now you can see that all those resources are available for us to craft the sword. So now what this is going to do for us is it's going to allow us to come to our villages and craft things quicker that we need without having to go through all our chests to find what we're looking for. Now, don't get too excited, okay? I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, I can just throw chests down and put stuff in it. Well, you will need to be able to access materials to build things. So I do recommend checking out my storage video. It has a great way of keeping track of all your items. Link in the description and at the end of this video. Also, you will notice that we can now untrack and track things from the crafting bench. So what this does, it will put a little thing up on the right side of your screen showing you what you need to craft that item. So now you can go into the world and find those items, and then once you've achieved collecting all those items, you can come back and craft it back at your village. Once you craft it, that will go away. The number of battle bus stations has been increased in worlds. Max world villagers has been increased to 55, but the world animal max is still at 50. The rune forge has been changed so that the probability of you seeing a rune that you already have on your weapon has been decreased from over here. So if you have a durability 2 and a berserker 3, when you go to reroll, those should not be over here, which will increase your chances of finding the rune that you want to put on your weapon. So the patch notes says that they've added stronger launch pads and new launch pad POIs that players can discover to hop, skip, and jump around the islands. I'm seeing 4, or actually I'm seeing 3 geysers over here, and then I'm seeing, oh wow, there's another one down there. It really looks like they've increased the number of geysers around this area to help people. Oh my gosh, another one over there. So this is a brand new world too, that I jumped into to look for those POIs. But man, oh man, there are a ton of geysers around here. So they definitely have made it a lot easier for you to get up onto the islands, which is a big W in my book. All enemies now use the new Odyssey updated melee weapons. The patch notes say that the small, medium, and large power wheels have been improved and that it should help with the handling, the speed, and the weight of the vehicle. It also said that it improved the speeder's vehicle handling to make it more stable. Rift butterflies are no longer known as the harbingers of death, so they should no longer lead you to enemies, but only to good things. In this update, they've also made Raven better at closing the gap and putting hits on you. Oh, dynamite, okay. But let me know what you guys think. Is Raven harder to fight or just as easy as always? And here's a list of the bug fixes addressed also in this update. Crystals are now correctly spawning in storm dungeons. Items required for upgrading the village square are now spent accordingly. Players' movement functionality is restored when equipping the musket. Resolved an issue where players would fall through certain caves on the Star Wars island. Fixed an issue where grass was missing in some landscapes. Mobile players can now deposit resources correctly in sandbox mode. Players can now switch tabs using a controller in a storage chest. Players are now able to deposit a selected amount of resources. Mine Skeleton's chopper spawns correctly. Resolved an issue where the pin icon wouldn't refresh. Carl Ruckus should now give the players the Eye of the Storm correctly. Resolved an issue where more resources were showing than the players were harvesting. Blasters are now taking damage. Players can see and enter the treasure room without any issues. Resolved an issue where the aim dot disappeared on the mobile after dying and respawning. Buttons for chat and journal are now correctly displaying and working. Resolved an issue where players did not receive rewards from the Imperial bunker. Resources are now appropriately tracked with pin recipe. Recipes will become untracked when the item is built. Resolved an issue where players may lose access to crafting resources. The X button does not overlap the sorting button anymore. Resolved an issue where dynamic and boom barrels would launch large buildings into the air when detonated. Sand and snow farming plots now provide awesome points. Not sure what that means. Have not been able to find any awesome points. Vehicles, sloped and half-sloped parts return materials equal to their construction recipe. Resolved an issue with musical railing, corner number 2. Bus stations are now showing under the appropriate category. In the build menu, the Rebel Workbench button does not appear grayed out anymore. Shortened how long solo players needed to wait for bus stations before entering the battle bus. Resolved an issue where a piece in the Lonely Lodge build was indestructible. And resolved an issue where Raven would drop loot on despawn. So again, what are awesome points? Chill berries, 3. Spice peppers. Any awesome points? If you guys find out what awesome points are, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, because I've not been able to figure out. I've not gotten one single awesome point yet. So for me overall, I think this is a huge, awesome update, especially with the storage, because you guys know me, I love storage, and there'll be a link and the recommended video to a storage video that I put out a little bit ago. Doesn't quite have all the items from some of the newest updates, but it really will help you dial in how to set up your base to be able to access things quickly. And then on top of that, being able to come to this workbench and being able to access the items over there already in the chest to craft these other items is a huge improvement to the quality of life in this game. It will be a time saver, and it will allow you to get back into the game and battle a lot of different creatures. But guys, let me know what you think about this update in the comments down below. Do you consider this update a W? Overall, the game has seemed to be running better today as far as lag goes, so that is also a huge W. I'm looking forward to testing that out. So guys, let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on this update, and also let me know any things that you guys have discovered in this new update. With that all being said, this is Kaboom. May the bricks always snap in your favor, and until next time, bye!